This is one of the most fun parts about building race cars. And I'm not talking about woodworking. I'm talking about building something for your race car. So in this case, Brian the car had a front splitter, but it didn't really extend past the front bumper. So we're going to build a new one. The old one was pretty beat up too. So we're going to make it nicer and we're going to extend it about 4 inches off the bumper. So we've got this piece of Baltic birch here, a little bit thicker than I would like, but that's just going to make it more sturdy. And we're going to cut out some new pieces and make this splitter even nicer than the old one and just keep improving upon this car so it's ready to go for the race season. So it's really not easy to find a piece of wood that can work to this sort of length and width like you need. Fortunately, I did find something here that was a 4 foot by 8 feet, and that will work because I want to extend both sides out about 4 inches so I can do some end plates on the end. And then I want to leave about 4 inches up front all the way around the curve of the front bumper. In order to do that, because as you can see, the original splitter is exactly the same distance as the wood I have available. What I'm going to do is these two mounts at the bottom here go to where the original leaf spring went across the car. And so I'm just going to back it up slightly, 4 inches exactly, to give me at the very top here a 4-inch all the way around. And it will kind of capture this exact curve. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go off the front of the car and follow more of the curvature of the car. So for right now, I'm just going to make sure I have 4 inches here, 4 inches on the side over here. Make sure my mount holes still line up okay. And then we're going to cut the board. And after that, we should be able to start doing the holes where they originally were and be able to mount kind of the square board up underneath and get a great idea of how it's going to form at the front bumper of the car. So, you know, a lot of this I'm figuring out too. I have built a front splitter before. The first couple I did, I had to keep improving upon them and eventually they got good. I'm hoping that this one will turn out right just based on that previous experience. But again, this 4-inch splitter off the front, that's going to make a lot more downforce. And then a couple things we want to do that this car doesn't have is we are going to cut out some holes here and do ramps on the inside to allow the airflow into the fender a little bit better. And then we're going to do some rods coming out of the bumper as well to hold the front of it down with some titanium skid plates as well. So again, a lot of work to be done. And like I said, we're going to do end plates to help direct the airflow. So just kind of stealing from other ideas. There's a lot of great forums out there where guys talk about track aero and how to make the cars better. A little bit of a foreshadowing, if you will, but we are also going to be improving the rear aero on the car. So between both of these, I'm pretty excited to go back to Roebling Road the end of August. We have a benchmark time there, and I'm looking forward to going back and seeing how the car reacts with some of this new aero on there. So as you can notice here, it's sticking out about 4.5 inches past the end of the board. So I'm going to lose some of this, but this area is underneath the engine in the very back of the car. So I'm not very concerned about that. I would rather gain the 4.5 inches sticking out the front of the bumper to make the actual splitter work and create downforce than have this turbulent air underneath the motor. If I really need to, I'll create something at the back to bridge the gap here and make a little bit more of a flat floor, even going further back than just this 4.5 inches. So that is my plan for making up any issues with that.